right, let's hang out.
We'll hang out again.
Oh, we're going to hang out. Hi.
Hi.
It's so good to see you again.
We're back.
We're back.
It's been a few weeks.
It's been a hot sec. We are, in fact, rolling. We're back.
What up?
Not much. How are you? Comfortable?
I'm okay. I'm uncomfortably comfortable.
Eek.
Yeah.
We're so close to having a third
We are.
guest.
Few
the
weeks
pod.
away.
Yay. What are you most excited about?
Seeing my 3-year-old interact with her new baby brother.
She's
gonna
perfect.
freak out. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's gonna be an emotional moment. I feel like if you can hear me breathing, I apologize.
Every time you exhale.
My heart is working in overdrive.
She's killing it. You're doing great. I won't have you talk too much.
All good.
Yay.
Yeah,
we're so
excited. Yep, all good things.
Yay.
Trying to get the team ready.
We'll miss you very much.
Erica will be back. We'll get to hear about her trials and tribulations through the first 3 months of becoming a mother.
Oh, yeah. And then off we'll go live. It'll be a whole... Oh, my gosh.
Coming up.
It's fine. Everything's
Man,
fine.
it feels like we were talking about it last year and it was like, yeah, we got time. And now we're like, oh, shit.
It's happening. Yeah.
It's here.
Eek. All right. Well, good. I'm glad that you're comfortable. If we need to stand, we can stand.
There you go. Yeah. Shift as needed.
Let's get into our discussion.
What do we want to chat about today?
I did at one point, I more or less just want this, I think, for like something to have in my hands.
I like it.
The Women in Business Network from Western University. That I think is a good place to start.
Perfect.
If you're cool with it.
Yeah. Paige did a presentation. It was in Jackson?
Kalamazoo.
Oh, Kalamazoo. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been to Western's campus before, but not as a guest. More of just like girlfriends who went there and like went and hung out, that kind of thing. But
did other people speak, or were you the main? Okay.
It was all about me.
Oh my gosh, main stage. I love it. Okay.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Cool.
So they do a different presenter every session, ideally. And I'm going to have to close the door. I'm sorry. I just remembered that Spence is home.
I know. I can hear him too.
Okay. We'll do that again. So every session they do it, I think it's monthly they get together. It's like essentially like a club, but there's a ton of girls in it. So I think there was like 70 there. It was a pretty solid turnout.
Cool. In the audience then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Are they students?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep. All students. I thought it was just going to be like seniors, but it was actually all 4 years. Yeah. Which was really exciting. So in my past life, I would have been crippled with anxiety, but it was super, super fun. I got to wear like a cute little edgy outfit because I was like, if I'm going to wear something where like maybe my midriff shows a bit, this is the time to wear it.
Yeah.
So that was really cool, just in general. But yeah, so I did a presentation around, the topic was leveraging your strengths, obviously focused on women in business. And I have some unique perspectives on that, just given my history of like how I got to where I am, right? So it was really cool. I got to like walk through when I first started with Hoyden, and from kind of I kind of positioned it as two different perspectives, right? I have like the employee perspective and the employer perspective. So being able to offer insights that are like, one of the strengths I mentioned was empathy, right? But being very empathetic in the sense of like, I've been sitting where you are, being a senior, needing a job, and then knowing like you're kind of vetting the employer just as much as the employer is vetting you. And if you don't think that, start thinking that. And then from the employer perspective, like when I hire, you're hearing directly from someone who hires people, and a team of all women nonetheless. So super unique and interesting conversations that happened. I got them talking. It was great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Were they from all different backgrounds and like going into different degrees, or did they
that's a great question.
Specifically marketing or business, or
a lot of them most of them were business and like marketing, but there were several that were, so for instance, Dave Simpson, his daughter Maya, she's the one that was the connection there, which is great. Dave's one of our clients, and so that was really great. I've met her before, but she's I think it's sales. It's her degree is in sales, but it's
There's
gosh, I
a
don't know if
marketing
it's
title there too, I think I saw.
oh my gosh. I'm
Like
getting it confused because
digital.
Spence's sister went there and she did say like food production sales,
Oh,
like specific. So
interesting.
like she works
Okay.
for Hormel now.
Okay.
So I don't know if it there. I can't remember if there was a concentration or if it's just like general sales, but super cool. They do like mock pitches on
Nice.
products. They like go in and they set up a room, like really really applicable, which I thought was really cool. But so lots of sales, lots of marketing, and then there were some others that were freshmen or juniors who don't have or freshmen or sophomores who don't have specific degree in mind
Yeah.
yet. That was good though because actually one of the freshmen came up and was like asking questions. I felt like a celebrity
Love
after.
it.
I was like afterwards they all came up with like a bunch of different questions they're asking, and I was in my mind being like, I'm the one who's going to be answering these things. Like that's insane. But then I remembered like, yeah, they brought me here for a reason. I'm not in college anymore. Like I'm an adult now, so it was really cool. I felt it was awesome. I needed that. I needed the kick
Yes.
in the ass after the week before. So
Sure.
super, super fun.
How long was it, an hour
It was an
presentation?
hour.
Okay.
Yeah. And we left time specifically for Q&A, which was awesome. The
Cool.
first question I got asked, which I almost cried, she was like, how do you like, how are you so confident in this? And I was just like, I literally go, do I look confident to you guys? And they're all like, yeah. I'm like, oh my
I
gosh.
love
Well,
it.
first off, thank you. I was like, I'm very sweaty. Like literally just, I'm like, that's why I
Don't look at
haven't
my
lifted my
pits.
arms. Yeah, exactly. So I was, I was like, that's a great question because I don't know. It just, the more you know, right? The more you do it, the more comfortable you get and
Yes.
whatever else I said. But yeah, the questions were fantastic. They were there, very thought provoking.
Cool.
I got to like go around and listen how people were doing their brainstorming on their strengths and like how to leverage them, things like that. So it just kind of made me want to be an adjunct professor. Like I feel like
Yeah.
I would love to teach
Same.
like a marketing course or
That would be
something.
very cool. I wonder if you could get into something like
I
that. I'm
bet you
sure you could
AC.
like sub.
Sarah
Yeah.
did it at AC.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Molly too. Well, Molly, I don't know what she was doing with was it at the school? No, maybe I don't remember who. I don't know. Gosh. But you can do that. I was like,
Cool.
that would be really fun. I get nervous in front of I guess they were college kids too, but maybe like
Gosh,
college.
I think that's so cool. I had a speaking opportunity in my last job, and I was so nervous, but I practiced the presentation over and over and over again. So I knew everything like word by word. And I think some of the great advice that my former boss had given me when I told her how nervous I was, she goes, just go up there and admit to everyone that this is your first time presenting. Like, be transparent.
Totally.
So I just went up and told them, and I had to follow up this woman who did an absolutely fantastic job
Of course.
presenting. So I was like, you're not gonna get that again, but
Wah,
I'm gonna
wah.
do my best. And afterwards, I remember we did a little Q&A, and they were like, you did great. Like,
Yeah,
once you just start getting in a rhythm, and then
totally.
after that, I felt like I could like jump out of a plane. Like I
Yeah.
could do anything. I was like,
100%.
I can do anything after that.
It's so
It
energizing.
was awesome. And I
Okay.
feel like I would be empowered to do that now. Even just introducing ourselves in front of TFC, like for the founders chair.
Yep.
I always want to like put my 2 cents in. I'm like, okay, let me say a little
Yay.
something.
It's so true. It's true. Well, and I think too, like being in a position where we don't want to just be like the event support. Like
Right.
we're here to actually have opinions and build relationships. So yeah, I totally hear
And
you
we
on that.
made a major impact. Like we had this wouldn't be going on if it weren't for what we do behind the scenes.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. You're spot
so
on.
cool.
How about that picture last night of us in front of them, like
I
introducing?
know.
We're
Oh
like,
my
it
gosh.
was like
The
that emoji.
same stance. You could have like rolled my picture over top of your picture and it would have been like
Identical.
the same.
So crazy.
Those
I
are
was just
power
looking through and
stances.
we practice what we preach.
Look at us.
So great. But yeah, you're
That
right.
was
And
cool.
it is really empowering. I feel like I always think of it as like I never I always wanted to perform like singing and stuff like that, but gosh, it's I guess that makes me
Yeah,
nervous. And singing is a little different because you
sure.
get nervous and you don't hit notes. But what I relate it to is after you get one song out of the way, it's like sweet, let
Hmm.
me rip. So I can see where after you get the first few
Yeah.
sides start breaking the ice a little bit, getting your comfort, and then you're just rolling. So That was definitely the type of
Cool.
energy. It was awesome. Super, super fun. I said I
Yay.
will be making a part two comeback.
Cool.
Um, I already have one gal who reached out about possible internship, which I'm excited about. I need to
That's nice.
remind myself to get back to that because we haven't done internships in
That's a cool
years.
opportunity.
But yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, like, if I'm up there talking about how this was me at one point, and I made it pretty clear that what I was able to do, like, you put the work in on your own and you do those things that are going to help you,
Mhm.
that doesn't go unnoticed, right? If you have the right type of employer. And so I think people hearing that and then having a desire to reach out for a position, like, already that's a
It's alignment.
yeah, you've like
Yeah.
kind of gotten past that first vetting point. So really exciting. And then a
Cool.
few others, yeah, just general like advice on some stuff and like if I'm applying for a job, this and that. So it was really great. But I want to
Nice.
ask you about the strengths. So I'll give you a background. So what I did was I walked through my I just picked three, talked through them all, and then I had like a matrix. It was like a T chart. Don't think that's what they're called. You get it, a 4 quadrant
Oh,
chart
sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
where up top is like it energizes me, it drains me, or I'm good at
Mm,
it, I'm not very good at it. And then the idea is to list all your strengths that you have and then start to realize I'm not the best at
how does
this,
they fit?
but I love doing it. And then you start to realize, okay, I need to maybe offload these things. I need to stop doing those completely. And then over here, I need to do more of this and enhance this, whatever it is. So that was kind of the workshop piece of it. So my three strengths I talked about were empathy, authenticity, and communication. And I did preface too, I was like, I some of these things are skills. Like you can
Mhm.
teach communication, you can work on that, and that's something you can grow.
Yes.
Being empathetic in your core is a hard thing to teach. You can
Mhm.
try you like anything, you can start to learn mannerisms, but it's like I always say, you can teach the talent, but you can't really teach personality. Like you either
Yes.
have it or you don't, or in that our case, like culture fit. So I went through that and kind of talked about it like with empathy, right? All of these things have allowed me to build the right types of relationships and therefore build like long-term ideally partners, things like that that are going to help us grow not short term but in it for the long haul. So with empathy, of course, like just putting yourselves in the shoes of others as much as you can. Like I would never expect someone to respect me if I talk
Mhm.
to them the way that what I mean, like they talk to
Yep.
us and vice versa. I had examples for it, but pretty straightforward. It's just been a huge thing. I was lucky to have an empathetic boss ahead of this and allowed me to realize like that's what it's not hard. You just
Mhm.
have to be able to would I want this done to me? And I know you share that with me, so I'm sure if you're not going to say it, I know that's a strength of
Yeah,
yours.
that's one thing. Yep, for sure.
Authenticity, of course, just I actually talked about us when you first started, and you were like, we talked about this before with the nose ring, and I
Mhm.
told the girls, I was like, I think my exact words were, "Fuck no," like keep that in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, but yeah, just I'm not going to change who I am here versus who I am,
Right.
in a meeting. You're getting what you're getting, and that is, I think people respect the hell out of that because you just it's relatable. You realize you're not putting on a front or you're not two faced, that kind of thing. Two faced people are my least favorite type of people. And then with communication was I said that was my most teachable strength. That was the one that I never
Love
used to have,
that.
and I taught myself and others taught me, I should say. I was receptive to other people's teaching around communication, and I had to give props to Spence on that. He's my
Hmm.
communication buddy. Oh my gosh, when we first got together, I
That's true.
shut down. I would just be like, and I'm done. Talk to you next week. That is not how he works. Or I would argue that to the point now where I'm the other way. I'm like, you don't get to shut down. Like
Mhm.
you open
Mhm.
this box, like figure
Sure.
it out. So he taught me that, and I realized again from the empathy bone that we say like everything's like a marriage. Like you just got
Mm.
to communicate. Like no one can read minds. I am a broken record saying that, but it really does fuel all those other things and allow us to create good connections with people. So those were my things, and then I had them break out and do their own, and there were some really good ones. And then we did this
Cool.
confidence statement at the end, which was like, insert your strength, insert the I want to say why, and then the different like what makes it different. So you fill in those blanks with what you put, and there were some where I was like, "Ooh, mic drop. Like that was really, there were some goosebumps
Nice.
ones out there.
Now, was it meant to be an interactive like
Yeah.
conversation? Okay, cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Well, they said that some people don't, some people do. And she's like, they love it when there is
Love
interaction.
it.
I was like,
Yeah.
shoot me. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to just stand here and have you all
Right.
stare at me. So I didn't
Cool.
even get through the whole thing because that took up some time. And then I had them go back and do that statement. And then,
I
yeah,
love
it
that.
moved pretty quick. So it was super
Nice.
fun. And it got me thinking I would love to do some in-person workshops. I think it would be really awesome.
Or maybe
So
even internal for our team. Like
yeah,
that could be cool for our team to just set them up for success,
that's a good point.
Maybe introduce that to like the year, like the annual review that we do every year.
Well, we were talking Caitlin, which
We
is a
kind
whole
of
other
do, but
story,
mhm.
but her team is just like ours. It was, I mean, to an extent. I mean, the personality is the
Mhm.
same. Like,
Mhm.
it's like looking in a mirror. It's wild. Bigger team than ours, mostly women, but she's the same thing. Like if we're gonna do it, it's like all in. We're working together to build these things. And we talked about, is there a world where we could do like both teams, like a retreat or something, where
Oh
the
my
more people you
gosh.
get, the more impactful it could be.
Interaction.
Yeah, just
Yes.
in general. And I mean, discounts. Can't
Sure.
be mad about
Sure.
a bulk discount. But we were just kind of
That's a
talking through
cool
that.
idea.
Yeah, so we're hoping to pursue that a little bit. That's a whole other
Yeah.
discussion around that. And we're getting together again to discuss what that looks like as partnerships for both companies and how we can have kind of like a process of, her clients come in, she knows they need rebranding, they know it desperately. Having someone on her team be the liaison between our teams and
Mhm.
have a connection point and just like a constant flow of just like a really easy way to expand your team
Yes.
without having to worry about paying. Everyone just stays in their lanes, but we're
Yep.
all working together. So kind of this partnership model that we're building is, it's really exciting. We
Cool.
just have to pick back up where we left off after went to Carolina, their office. But anyway, so strengths. If you had to pick something, what would you pick?
Oh man, I just was kind of brainstorming, but now off the rip, I mean, empathy for sure.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, I think alongside communication, I would say like personable. Like I'm very personable and I have always been a conversationalist. I
Oh
can
yeah.
talk to anyone.
Hmm.
I get that from my dad. He is a chatty man. Um, but yeah, just I think that's probably a big one for me. Um, Adaptability, I think would be a
Ooh.
good one. I've had, and maybe this is a weakness of mine also, but I've had so many different jobs and different opportunities, and I've been in so many different career lines. Just starting when I was 15 at a church camp and working for my mom in the bakery, and just all kinds of different opportunities that, and I think moving, like in college, I moved from a couple of different houses. I moved from Akron to Cleveland. We moved from Cleveland to Michigan. Like
Hmm.
I mean, being able to adapt to change and a
Yeah.
shift and not like totally run away and be afraid of something like
Hmm.
that or
You're very receptive.
hesitant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like eager.
Hmm.
I'm
Totally.
because they've only brought awesome opportunities and I learn and I become more cultural and
Yeah.
it's just like exposure to the world.
Totally.
So I think that's probably a good one that I just ripped right off the top of my brain
It's
there.
you're spot on. I mean,
I love that.
I
Yeah.
think about when we're out with clients or whatever, just networking in general can seem so daunting, but I feel like even just the past couple years of going out and being, yes, it's helpful when you're together, but how often are we not together when we're
Yeah.
together? Like you're over there, I'm like, where's Kelly?
Sure.
And we're
Yeah,
just yapping
yeah,
away,
yeah.
right? Um, but to be able to just, yeah, throw yourself into a conversation and then try to find common ground or,
Yes.
all those things. And yeah, I remember I was thinking this the other day when we first met and you came in. Miles, I think, was here working and you came
Okay.
over and you walked in the garage door. And I remember being like, okay,
Oh
like
my
it's time to
gosh.
chat. And it was so
When was it on
natural.
the first time we met?
Ever.
That
I
was
know.
why. That's wild.
And it was just like and I was like, oh my God, your baby. And then we just like nothing happened. It was just
Mhm.
here we are. And not one
Oh
part of me
my
was like sometimes you
gosh.
meet the wife or
That's so cool.
whatever, and you're like,
Yes.
so
Totally.
what are you into? You just walked in, it was like, sup, let's be friends. um,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. If I remember correctly, I think you were wearing some form of overall. I don't know why I just
That
have
makes
like
sense.
these like specific my hair. I had
You're
my
so
funky
cute.
short blonde hair at that point too. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I just remember that happening and being like, "Well, that wasn't awkward
I
at all." It's
love
like you know
that.
each other forever, right? And I think
Cool.
that people get that when they meet you. Like it's like whatever, cool. Kelly's great, and you
It's
just
so
natural.
nice to meet other people who are have that same energy too. And I feel like I've kind of referred to myself as like a gypsy friend because yes, I have a best friend, but she's also got a best. It's like every person that I meet along the way in my life, I get an opportunity to go and meet their people and then we connect and we create this friendship. Like, I mean,
So
your
true.
friends, I think
Think about
about,
Vic.
yes, I think about Vic and
Calling yourself Auntie
Jess,
Vic
even
to
like,
your baby.
dude, so cute. Like,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
just a
Yeah.
natural attraction
Hmm.
right off the rip, you know?
Oh yeah.
And my girlfriend Marissa in Cleveland, I made so many good friends. I was thinking about my other girlfriend Paige, one of her friends that I met through her. She was like, "Do you want to, if he comes to Cleveland and goes to a concert, do you want to go with me?" And I'm like, "How cool is that?" You know, like
Yeah.
when your
Yeah.
friend's friend become your friend. Like
Hmm.
it's
I had this
you just
whole
attract. It's like birds of a feather
good
flock together,
people attract
man.
good people,
It's so
right?
cool.
My friend Alex, last time we went up to their house, which was far too long ago, saying that out loud, and we were up until 3 a.m. again with all the and the next morning we were talking about it. And she's like, "That's exactly why. Like, I knew you would come because it was what four and a
Yay.
half hour drive. She's
Yeah.
like, I knew you'd come no matter what. She's like, I also knew like all of our
Everyone
friends
would
now we keep
like
up with each
you.
other on Instagram and like all those things. And I was just like,
Yes.
I want to hang out with your friends again. Like,
Yes.
but those are the ones that are the older you get, right? And that was, we think back on like our conversations around high school and how you feel about that. The older you get, you realize the good ones will stick and like
Yeah.
for other reasons, not just because it's not like it's like a popularity
Right.
popularity contest. It's more, do you feel me? Yes or no? And if not, sorry, I don't
Yeah.
really need to hang out with you.
Right.
So like when we think about that back into like the work day, I mean, I think with you and
Yeah.
me, our strengths lie in the relationships, which is where we knew from the
Yep.
start that was the point, right? It's like being able to go into a room and sit down and talk to anyone. Am I in the room? Yes or no? Doesn't really matter. Like that kind of energy. So I think that's really great. And then yeah, I that was pretty much it. I mean, going back to the presentation, I mean, after we were finished with all that stuff, it was a wrap. So
Love that for you.
yeah, it was great. I loved it. They gave me a cute little gift basket after. It was like all like pink and that thank you card
Nice.
actually is from Maya.
That's
Very
great.
sweet. She's beforehand. Dave was like, "Make sure you crush it." Like Maya's really excited about
Way
you
to
being here. I was
go,
like, "Woo."
dude.
Yeah, it was fun. So
That's cool. I wish I would have been there.
yeah, next one. I told them I'll be back. I said, "If you'll
Perfect.
have me, I'll come back again." And she was like, yeah." So whew,
Awesome.
I talked about you a lot. you were
Thanks.
you were a good like
Referral
example.
point.
Yeah, like for each of the things. Because I mean, oftentimes when I realize these things, you're with me because we're traveling with clients,
Yeah.
Um, and obviously it's helpful to have you because we're like borderline carbon copies of one another on
Pretty
paper.
similar.
Yeah.
Pretty similar.
Um,
Cool.
but yeah, I
All
that was
right.
really all I wanted to talk about. Kind of break that down. I thought it was
Way to
a
go.
good thing to talk about. Thank you. Everyone,
Perfect.
find your strengths,
Yes.
leverage them, lean into it. Don't give a shit. The women out there, I did make it very clear. Like I've said this before, it's a man's world. We know that, but just
Is it
walk
though?
into not anymore. Not
I
since
don't know, man.
you think it's women's world now.
I feel like the tides are shifting.
I mean, they're definitely shifting. Just have they shifted? They're on their way.
They're on their way.
Who knows, man? I blink and something else goes on. I can't keep up with the world.
Until
We're gonna
next
change the world
time.
one day.
See you later.
Okay, bye. An abrupt ending.